Stadium in Arlington. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the New Orleans Saints and the Dallas Cowboys. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
In the course of the game, we focus on the offense and the defense, and we give lip service to the special teams. It's way bigger than that. The third phase of any football team, and special teams provided the spark to begin this game.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
From the 45 on second down, Prescott. This pass complete to Pollard on the out route. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Here's Pollard again. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Prescott. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there of 20 yards. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, first and goal. Elliott is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal. They'll try again with Elliott. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by...
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Pete Werner in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to fourth down. The kick by Marr is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. Well, they had the great field position to start that opening drive. They only get 3 out of it, but still they get 3. So maybe kind of a win for the offense, Charles, and kind of a win for the defense as well.
Yeah, I would say win-win seems to sum the whole thing up because where that ball was placed to start, that's tough on a defense, and they held them to 3. Now, if you're the offense, you're thinking to yourselves, how do we open up the playbook later on in this game and turn this 3 into 6s down the stretch?
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Here's Dalton. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And the Cowboys are going to take over here up near the 40. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes you're fooled by the type of zone that he sees. because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
So they dig a little deeper in the playbook there, get the wide receiver the ball, running it, and it proves fruitful.
Love the call. When you've got a guy who has running back skills, you want him to touch the ball as well, not just out wide where you throw it to.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Play action now, Prescott. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Taken from about the 12. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They find themselves down here after an interception on their opening drive led to a field goal. But all in all, you'd have to say fortunate to be only down 6.
Yeah, and you know how teams huddle on the sideline before they come out on the field in between series? Guaranteed what's said there is, guess what, guys? We take this ball, move it downfield, put it in the end zone, we're right back to even.
On 2nd down, Kamara takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. Here's Johnson with a reception. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Kamara up the middle. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Dalton. Locates Kamara on the out route. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And Dalton to throw. Back to Kamara for another catch. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him. You can feel the effort all the way up here. He tried his best to get there. Didn't quite make it, but down around the 2-3-yard line, you gotta love the effort, and especially the big play that gave his offense a great opportunity.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal. Passing, it's Dalton. That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Saints are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see, great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive, they've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. First down, Prescott. He's got him in, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing, Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott able to connect with Dalton Schultz. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Their first passing touchdown of the ball game, and they go to the big tight end in those sure hands, and he provides the score.
Certainly looked like they were focused on taking away other weapons, and he certainly made them regret that because he found the soft spot, ended up taking it to the end zone. Nice throw, too, to complete the play.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass break up there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the first down.
The final act of the first half. Dalton. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. From the 10. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. But Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it. And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. They took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Dalton's throw complete there to Smith. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Third and 2 for Dalton. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
With that down and distance, no real surprise they decided to throw the ball. But I think where the surprise kicked in, the result. Short pass downfield. That ball got taken for a nice journey to turn into a big play.
Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now. Dalton now to pass. That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Saints have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd.
14, Cowboys 13. Will Lutz to kick off 31.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. 30, the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. C.D. Lamb, 83 yards. And the Cowboys have retaken a third-quarter lead.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. A first down throw coming for Dalton. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Second and 2. Coming left is Kamara. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They look to throw on third with Dalton. Over the middle, complete. That's Johnson. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. So Dalton now. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Saints are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th-quarter touchdown here, and we're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Well, now how about this return?
The Cowboys take over first down at their own 38-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Left side to Lamb. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. On play action, Prescott sliding out of the pocket. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
That's good for a Cowboys.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. Down to about the 45. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
From here on, any score could be the winning one, and he is certainly aware of that. Look at the way he locked in on that marker and made a mad scramble to get to it for the first down.
They'll run left with Pollard. Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And this is incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And the question now, can they get closer on 3rd down? A field goal from here, you're looking at right about a 52-yarder. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 4th down, Prescott. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Play action now. Dalton. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
He's got the first down and more. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Well, this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should, because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Dalton. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Saints have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Dalton wants to throw. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Now Dak. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it. And that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara.